we are now in the age of AI. Perhaps AI is going to be all different. In some sense, there is a possibility of that difference. AI is a very broad general purpose technology, a broad platform on which we can build many things. So it becomes very important what we use AI for. And again, the institutional setup and the visions that guide it are going to be important. Ever since the beginning of computer science and AI, there have been two visions that compete for it. But we hear much more about one of them today. One of them that goes back to Alan Turing, although it predates him a little bit, and then became amplified by many early AI researchers in the 1960s, is based on machine intelligence. Autonomous machines that become as intelligent as human. They do human-like tasks like, for example, reaching human parity. The Turing test or the imitation game is one encapsulation of that principle. But why do we want machines to be intelligent? Why do we want them to be autonomous? Instead, some other scientists, such as Norbert Wiener at MIT, Douglas Engelbart, J.C.R. Licklider, articulated a different vision. Simon and I'll call it machine usefulness. We should have machines be useful to humans. They may automate work, that's fine if it's useful to humans. But machine intelligence and autonomy, which of course immediately translates into data collection, monitoring, surveillance, and automation, is not the objective. And many of the important breakthroughs in computer science and computer applicability actually came out of this machine vision, machine usefulness perspective. Hypertext, the mouse, they were all inventions that Douglas Engelbart himself did, and his students further performed these innovations. But we have abandoned that, or it's become marginal. Instead, we have gone all into machine intelligence. Machine intelligence encourages a lot of automation. What Pasquale Restrepo and I, Simon Johnson and I have called excessive automation. Because automation is so-so. It doesn't improve productivity all that much. All these people would have been happier if there was a competent cashier there instead of them waiting for a malfunctioning self-checkout kiosk. Even if the self-checkout kiosk works, even if automation works, the changes are not revolutionary. In fact, you see that in the productivity statistics. We are going through some of the slowest periods of productivity because increasing productivity by automation is very hard. Imagine you automate 5% of tasks in the economy. That's a huge number of tasks. If that's the only thing you do, machines need to be so much better than humans for that 5% to generate, to be the engine of, say, 1% productivity growth at the aggregate. It's much better to actually make workers more productive. This is not going to get you big productivity growth. So the machine intelligence vision is not just inequality boosting, it's actually not that good for productivity. Now, of course, we weren't sure about this, so we asked ChatGPT, will generative AI reverse these long-term trends of widening inequality? And ChatGPT said, perhaps, but probably not. It's not a magic solution. If generative AI is used to replace workers instead of supporting them, it could have negative consequences. We agree with ChatGPT.